Hello, hello, everyone. I'm Paula, and welcome to Off the Clock. This is the show where job titles take a break and real conversations take the spotlight. No labels, no LinkedIn perfect answers, just honest conversations. Quick thing before we get started. If you enjoy real conversation like this one, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, Off Script with Paula. Give this video a like and share the live with someone you should be watching it with you. And if you're joining us live, please say hi in the chat. We'll be watching your comments because we love interaction. So don't be shy. Interact with us in the chat. We will love it. And today I'm sitting down with someone who blends strategy, innovation, AI, leadership, and somehow makes it feel a little bit human. Waldin Duran, let me get you on the stage. So Waldin, welcome to the clock, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for inviting me to this very not only important but also funny and beautiful and with huge purpose in the back of this project. Thank you for inviting me, Paula. I'm glad to be here with you and for everyone who's listening to.
Thank you so much, Waldin. You're always super nice. So let's get this started because I have a tons of questions for you and in a short time, limit time. Let's get started from the beginning, Waldin. You've been working in the hotel industry for, I think, over 17 years, if I'm not mistaken. But I wonder, do you remember the exact moment you realize this is what I want to do? I want to work in hospitality. Was it something that you planned, or did hospitality just or life just push you into hospitality?
Wow, this is kind of a tough question because I knew that this was my destiny, but without knowing or without starting working on it. And of course, I really remember the first time I started on this, and it was not like planned. So it's a beautiful story behind.
Oh, can you share just a little bit how it
I'm gonna
was?
share a
Because
little bit.
yeah,
No problem.
it's funny. It's funny because many people actually that I talk to say the hospitality is not planned. I wonder why. But anyway, I would like to hear your story.
Actually, my vocation of customer service started when I was like 12 years old. That I started selling products on the common markets with my granddad. So I used to be like very, welcome, welcome. Why you can't buy me, or welcome to buy my onion, buy my carrots. But actually, my first like formal working experience was as an English teacher in my very small town in the Dominican Republic. So it was my stepfather who realized that I was going to do it really good if I were a front desk agent at the hotel in Punta Cana, 6 hours driving from my town that he used to work. And he said, Walden, you should go to work there. You have a very great English. You will earn a lot of money. And I said, I'm going very far from my family. I was 18 years old at that time. And I said, well, let's try. So the good thing is actually I didn't have studies in hospitality management industry. So I just went with my English and a lot of attitude. So my first interview, it was, are you experienced in hospitality industry? And I say, no, but I have a lot of attitude and I have a very good English. I mean, I don't have a very good English. I have a Latin
No,
American
you do,
English.
you do, you do.
So they say, okay, listen, and this is what I can't share too much about it, but I will be, is there was a situation at that time that they were looking for people without experience, but with a good customer service. So that was my perfect match of this huge opportunity that I took. So that's how I started in hospitality industry as a front desk agent.
Oh, that's awesome. And I really like that, this attitude that you said of you of taking the opportunity. I think a lot of good things in our life come when we have the right attitude, not necessary preparation. And
Yes, that's
hospitality,
right.
I think it's an industry that really embrace people. I mean, you can learn how to use a program, how to use, I don't know, create Excel sheets or whatever. But attitude, I think it's harder to teach. And hospitality, I think it's an industry that the most important thing, I think, is how you behave, your attitude, and so on. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So you mentioned that you started at 18 years old. So Waldin, if you met the 18-year-old Waldin today, what would you tell him that he would never believe about your life now? What happened in your life now that the 18-year-old Waldin would not believe? Like, no, no, no. Like,
Well, actually, that I have two beautiful, wonderful children. I mean, I dreamed about, but I didn't know that was going to be so nice to have two beautiful children. So that's one of the things that I would say. You're gonna have two great, but really, really beautiful children you will love, and you will find like a motive in life on them. That's one of the things.
oh,
And the second one is that um, you will be able to connect with so many people, and at the same time with this you will be able to help so many people. That's the two main thing.
oh, that's
But
awesome.
you will live
Uh,
a very strange pandemic as well.
yeah, yeah. I don't think no, yeah, no one ever planned, and thank God it's over now. But yeah, we're starting to get people here. So let me just show you some comments here.
Oh, Jose
Jose,
Pavento.
I don't know if it's Jose. Jose,
Okay.
is excellent, excellent leader to listen to. Thank you, Jose. And Liz is also saying here, great interview. I feel that empathy and attitude are two key elements in hospitality. Totally agree with you, Liz. If you people are joining us, I can see the numbers. So thanks everybody for joining us, and please feel free to send your comments in the chat, say hello to us, tell us where you're watching the show. It's always fun. So again, going back when you started, or even now actually, is there or was there a leader? Because you are a leader. Someone, Liz was saying this too, Jose was saying, mentioning, you are not only like a hospitality professional, you are a leader in the industry. So I'm curious, Valdine, is there or was there a leader early in your career who completely shaped how you lead today? Is there someone, a leader that you look up to, that you admire?
Three of them.
Okay,
And one of
cool.
them,
That's
I still don't have the opportunity to meet him, but one of them. So the first one is obviously Simon Sinek, that I invite every single people to follow him. So from him, I learned two main things: is that you always, when you find a purpose of the things that you will do, you will find a way, an open way to accomplish it. So don't start by the how will I do it, or the when will I start doing it. Start like, why should I do this? So when we make this question, we will be with a lot of a free pathway to get to your dream. Number two is one of the global human resources manager. Maybe he might hear me later in this podcast, but his name is Francisco. So he is still the global human resources of one of the company that I worked with. And it was very quick one day that I entered the office, and he said, "Hey, Warden." I mean, I entered the office. I didn't greet him, and then 2 hours later, I say, "Hey, sir, I'm sorry I didn't greet you. You were busy." And they say, "Never make assumptions." This changed my life for every, I mean, forever, because it's just a simple act. But if you make like if you think of it, it's really making a real impact on life decision, not making assumptions. And the third one is a Brazilian one that I will say his
oh,
name loud. He say Enrique Campolina. He was my boss 2 years ago, and he really taught me how to develop a very important human skill that you need to have as a leader. That is a talent vision and company vision. I mean, you need to see what's happening in the next 5 years on the company you work with, and also with the people you work with. That's my three leaders.
wow, that's a great list, great names, and I really hope you said the first one you haven't met yet or haven't been able to talk to directly, if I understood right. So
Yes.
I hope maybe he watch this, or he will, see you, and can get in touch with him, because it's always cool when you do marry someone and you have the direct connection. I think it's always cool. So I hope you can do that, Valdine. More, yes, Simon Sinek, my mentor. Yeah, thank you. And Craig here is saying hello from California.
Hey,
And Craig,
I saw Craig's podcast. I loved it. I love his participation on the podcast.
yeah, Craig was my very first guest last week. So thank you so much again, Craig, for doing the show, and yeah, for being a great guest as always. He's a very strong name in American hospitality. If you don't know him, please follow him. And he have like 3 podcasts, and yeah, follow Craig. So, voting, next question. You already mentioned that you work in some major brands, and yeah, I think you already work with Marriott, Hyatt, Accor, Meliá. I think you're now. So, Valdine, and you sit now in a very strategic commercial role. I wonder, what is something people don't understand about being a commercial director until they actually sit in the chair? Like, was there something that you thought, that you personally thought, I think this role will be like this, and actually was not in some way, or that people assume that you're a commercial director, you do this and that, and like, no, 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 it's not really like this. Is it something that surprise you or surprise people?
Well, actually, sales is more than just speaking well, having meetings, and solving people's problem. You know, there's something in the back when you don't get to the numbers, in which you really, really need to develop emotional intelligences. So that's one of the things that we really need to be prepared as well. Is as important as speaking well, uh, driving customers' problems, and solving it. Because I always say that commercial or sales is not 100% like your responsibility to get to the budget, to get to the goal. Is also the market. The market will always be there. It's not excuse or justifying a situation, but you need to be really, really prepared to make a balance in always finding an opportunity and learning from difficulties, but also leading with it. Because listen, it's really frustrating when you don't have the way to show that it's not just your fault. I mean, I just, that's what I mean, you know. So you need really, really balls. I'm sorry for the words, and also you need a lot of emotional intelligence when you see it with all those stakeholders.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point. I think we tend to focus on skills that we can control a little bit easier, skills that are more analytic and things that you can learn easier than emotional intelligence. Is a very hard skill that I think it's totally underestimated. I think everybody in every role, especially in hospitality, because you deal with a lot of stress, and a lot of convincing people, either your boss or a guest or whoever you're working with. So I think that's a great point, Valdine. But going now to another side of you, that I know that you really like technology. I know
I
that.
love it. Yes.
Yeah, you really like technology. So I also have a question about it. Is there something? I mean, you're known for integrating AI, automation, data, all that stuff, but you always keep the human angle, which I think it should be there all the time. So I'm totally with you. So I wonder, Valdine, is there something in hospitality specifically that you believe should never be automated?
That's a tricky one, you know, and it's kind of I mean, everyone who's listening should listen to this because I'm gonna tell you, and you will say, "But that's what they are doing now, right?" So, one of the thing that you would never, even though you can, you must not do it is automate customer service. You say, what? But this is what we are doing right now with technology in every
Yeah.
company. Yes and no. What I really mean is that for me, customer service is not answering a person question, a potential customer inquiry. A
Mhm.
customer service is not smiling. Customer service is not receiving, welcoming a customers in sales, in a meeting, in the front desk of a hotel. Customer service is all of that together in order to build a human connection. So you will never automate human connection. So
That's true.
yeah, so AI or automation, instead of substituting the human connection, will uh, improve or enhance customer service and human connection, but not substitute it. So that's my point. And I don't know if I was understood, but that's the point. So
No, I think I understood. I understood, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think automation in customer service specifically, as you said, I think can help, especially with multiple demands and all that. That we are only humans at the end of the day, and there are a lot of. I think it depends on what how complex is the customer service. I mean, I personally think like AI can help you with more easy questions, like everyday questions that you need in customer service to be answered.
mhm.
But as you said, I think the connection will always be with the human, and that is the connection that makes the customer service a 5 star one or a 1 star one. It's in the end of the day. I think it's the human there that I don't know if
No, that's exactly the
I'm
situation.
ruining your.
You hit on the point. I'm going to give an specific example. You automate WhatsApp conversation in the business, restaurant, hotel, a cafe, right? So
Mhm.
the first time a person get in touch with you, the first immediate answer that it will get is from AI, from a bot greeting you. Okay, that's perfect because that's what we need. Very fast answer, and we won't be able to do it. But it's going to be even more wonderful when you have the time or take the time to, at least the most that you can, enter the chat and say, hey, I thought that you just talked to Paula, an example. My bad.
Yeah,
My name is Waldin. I'm the front desk agent. I'm here to help you. And making sure that everything that you have previous talked to my bot is going to be accomplished. That's
yeah,
some of the things that, or you can use another last example. You can use AI to organize and automate data. Data will be the diesel for AI or for any other technology innovation, but also data is the diesel or the gasoline or the gas for personalization. And personalization is the key to customer service or human connection.
yeah. Totally agree with you. Yeah. Let me just say here, Martina saying hello from Brazil. Hello, Martina. Thank you for watching the show. And Liz, who I mentioned before, she's from Peru. She's from your country,
Yes. Hi, Liz. Thank you
Waldin.
for connecting there.
And Craig is saying we need to keep the human touch. Yeah, absolutely,
Absolutely.
Craig. Before we end the show, there's also another side of you because you are multifaceted. I think you say in English, but you have many
I think
many
it's
sides of you.
multidisciplinary because one thing is to be multitasking and the other is to have
Yeah.
different skills. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, you
Yeah.
have different skills. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're totally right. So one side of you is the content creator one, which of course I love. I work with marketing and all that. So you're not just a commercial leader. You're also very active online, and you followed by thousands, like really literally thousands. So I wonder, Valdin, when you started posted back, I don't know when you started posting on LinkedIn years ago, was it something strategic or was just a desire to share, like I want to share my ideas, I'm going to start here and see what it comes from it? Or did you already have like a plan, like, oh no, I'm doing this because I want XYZ?
from the 10 years that I have sharing content, it was the last 6 years that I recognized that I need to have a plan. And it's kind of hilarious, but when I started with my first social media, I started like posting was in 2011 in LinkedIn. But listen, I thought that LinkedIn was a job meta search, and I say if I have my
Yeah.
resume there, I was going to be called. So I remember as now that my main picture in the profile was like, this carnet picture, passport picture like this, you know and 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 I just uploaded my resume there to see if I was called for someone, because I need to move from Dominican Republic to Peru. So I say I need to be seen, but not seen like as a thought leader. I need to be seen in LinkedIn for the jobs. That's my first point.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a plan. So on the way, I was realizing that personal brand is this, like sharing content that makes you see as a thought leader in that industry, right? And then after that, I realized that personal brand was also helping others that make you even more, stand out on your
Yeah.
industry. And to make the short answer, today I realized that personal brand is the main engine, or the main, um, I can say solution. I don't have the word in English. I speak Spanish, you speak Portuguese, but it's the first way for you to get your dream and your goals in the professional career. So I encourage everyone to start working on the personal brand, and you don't have to buy all the elephant. I mean, start posting, and you don't know how much you learn when you post, because you have to analyze, everything, and it's kind
Yeah.
of rewarding.
Yeah. And a very quick one question now. Since you're talking about posting, you don't need to say what, okay? I'm not gonna put in a
Okay.
spot the spotlight in a hot spot, I mean. But have you ever posted something and immediately regret it? Like, I should not have posted that.
I don't remember which one, but a lot of times, a lot of
Yeah.
times. And you know what? Some of them I deleted it, and some of them I left it. And those that I left it was the best performer posts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of weird, right?
That it's ironic. Yeah, yeah. I know the feeling and I know the situation. Yeah, it's like it's amazing how sometimes we think when we post something, we think, oh, this is gonna resonate well, and then it flops, like it's not good.
Mhm.
And then something that you think like, maybe I know I was too much or too was too much, and then it's like, oh, people really like that. It's
Yeah, that's
funny.
right. It's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this is a short show. This is really going to like towards the end now. But really before we end, Valdine, I have this segment that I call Would You Rather? So let's see it. So Valdine, and anyone that is new here, Would You Rather is the fun, fast part of the show. When thinking too much is not allowed, Valdine. I'm gonna give you situations like quick dilemmas, and you just tell me what you prefer. And they are like, I think it's like five of them. Yeah, five situations here, and you just tell me what do you prefer. So number one, Valdine, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Would you rather teach a master class about AI in hospitality, or teach about building influence and authority on LinkedIn?
Oh my goodness, AI in hospitality.
Okay, good. Next one. Would you rather send a 1,000 personalized AI powered cold emails, or make 50 old school phone calls yourself?
Oh,
So,
you
emails.
make it too difficult to me. Yeah, AI
Yeah,
power call emails.
cool. Would you rather? That next one, I think, is also a tricky one, but we'll see what you answer. Would you rather dominate OTAs strategically, or completely win the direct booking game? So OTAs or direct booking games, what you prefer to be a
Direct
success?
booking game.
Nice. Next one. Would you rather increase ADR significantly, like a lot, or achieve record-breaking guest satisfaction scores? ADR?
Oh, actually, I
Or
always think in the long term. So breaking guest satisfaction score.
nice. And last one, Valdine. Would you rather go viral for a controversial hospitality opinion or post consistently for a year with only 200 likes per post? So would you prefer to have a hit of a viral one, a controversial one, or be a constant content creator?
I prefer to be constant.
Nice one. So that was it. And to wrap things up, when things are off, where everything is off, Claudine, you don't have to do anything. The phone is down. You don't have to worry about any deals to make anything. What does a perfect off the clock moment look like for you? What do you prefer to do the most, like when you're off?
Well, besides being with my family, because that's more than normal, I love playing solitaire, the cards.
Yeah, yeah, I love it too. I won't judge you.
I
I
love
really like
challenges.
cards. Yeah, I really like card games. Period. So I understand you. So so I got it right in my image
You
that I
got it
created
right,
you playing.
Paula.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was nice.
That's awesome. So that's a wrap on Off the Clock. Valdin, thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Obrigada for taking the time to be here today with me. Thank you so much.
No, it was a pleasure, and hope I can see you and your channel more often, and see all these very important people you're bringing in next time. So thank you again for inviting me, Paula.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for watching the show, for being in the chat, for supporting the show, for supporting the channel as well. Remember, if you enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to share and like this video. It really helps me keep this conversation going. It helps the social media platform understand that this is a good content and help me reach more people. So I really appreciate your support. And that's it for today, everyone. This is Off the Clock, where job titles take a break and your conversation steals the spotlight. See you next time. Bye bye.